Good morning, good morning. Me. Good morning, everybody. Sorry for being just a tad bit late. Had some issues, not tissues, issues. Um, I was cooking breakfast and blew a circuit twice, so I had to go downstairs and pop the circuit back in. Got breakfast all done. Then the computer didn't want to turn on. Well, it turned on. It just didn't want to, let me put my pin in. It said, "Go away, big feller. I'm tired." So I got me and the missus got us a Christmas card from Mr. and Mrs. Junkyard. The hell did you put this on with? Tis the season to be a good beer. That's right. Cheer or whatever. There you go. Keeping Cappy and your family. Hope you have a lot of Christmas cheer and hope it extends into next year. Boy, you're a poet. Good morning, Junkyard. That card look familiar? Hell, I don't know. The wife sent it out. Mr. and Mrs. Junkyard. Thanks for the card. I appreciate it there. I got one from my brother from Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Season's greetings. Dear Keith, where's my glasses? I'm writing this card slow because I know you can't read too fast. Hey, thank you. Have a Merry Christmas and blessed New Year. Love, Danny, Christy, Kimmy, Lily, Micah, and Daniel. Right here. You've seen that one? Yeah. No. Well, I got them yesterday. I just went out in the mailbox and got them today. I hate walking that long walk to the mailbox. Then I got a Christmas card from the city of Adrian. Yeah. Thanks for being a faithful taxpayer and a city utility provider. Amount due $40. Don't they know it's Christmas time? God damn atheist communist bastards there. Anyways, I blew the circuit breaker twice this morning, making Mama her breakfast. Reason why is because I had the stove on, had two burners on the stove, had the fan going, had the light going, had the coffee pot going, and I got all the lights outside are hooked into the garage, which is hooked into that same circuit, and those are all going. It stressed it just a little. You got one from the postmaster's? Hey, that's cool. Good morning, Molly. You're looking lovely as ever. And I just don't say that compliment to anybody or to everybody. Let's put it that way. So I made this morning. We're gonna have breakfast burritos. I took a package of all these regular pork sausage, premium pork sausage, and a package of all these premium pork hot sausage, and them two kind of mingled together in the pan. So that made it like a mild. Between a hot and a regular makes it a mild. And then I scrambled up 14 eggs, and I got flour shells in the microwave warmed up, and I got some shredded cheese and some onions. We're going to have breakfast burritos this morning for breakfast. I didn't have any tomato. If I had a tomato, I'd have chopped up a tomato to go in there, but can't have everything. You're welcome, Molly. It was a rough night. Oh. Yeah, I heard Trump was impeached. Is it going to mean anything? No. Oh, I got a couple of people message me. Oh, Trump got impeached. He's leaving. I would like to ask them if they would like to bet everything they own that he's not going anywhere, because he ain't a going nowhere. Silly people. They don't even understand how it works. Oh. And if they don't never get sent over to the Senate, it's going to be avoided impeachment anyways. Yeah, he's about to implode. You're right. Hopefully, they're all going to find out that this is just a big ruse to cover up all the stuff they've been stealing, all the stuff they've been mismanaging, and all the stuff they've been trying to get away with. And hopefully they start swinging, because those are all executional, the treasonable offense, which means execution. And then there's no mercy for a congressperson, congressman, general congress lady, general congressman. Yeah. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. The gentle lady. Yeah. Watch the hearings when they have them in there. They call them gentle ladies and gentlemen. Neither one of them is gentle or of anything. And they call them distinguished. They ain't distinguished either. They keep forgetting they work for us. Good morning, Kevin. You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to see you. Well, go ahead and tell me. What's the question? Good morning, Christy. You're looking lovely as ever. I'll do my best to answer. Has anybody read the transcripts? Ah, there we go. Let's see. No, I do not think. I don't. I I don't think. Um, all right, let's put it this way. It is. Um, it is impeachable. Okay, it is impeachable as long. Okay, as long as if they find out that the guy didn't have any dirt to be dug up on. If there was crimes committed, okay, if there was crimes committed and the information prevailed or showed that there were crimes committed, how is that politically gained? Um, what I'm getting at is if there's crimes committed, then the opponent is obviously dirty and shouldn't be running for president to begin with, okay? And that shows corruption. So there's two sides to that coin. Now, if they found nothing, the guy is squeaky clean and nothing happened, then that could be impeachable. But I don't believe that if they find a crime, if he is guilty of something, it's not. I don't think it should be impeachable. Here is. Right here is the transcript from the New York Times if you want to read it. He doesn't, from what I understand, okay, right here. I would like you to do us a favor through. Oh, I'd like you to do us a favor though, because our country has been through a lot, and Ukraine knows a lot about it. I would like you to find out what happened in this whole situation with Ukraine. Like they say, crowds strike. I guess you have one of your wealthy people. The server, they say Ukraine has it. There's a lot of things that went on in the whole situation. I think you're surrounding yourself with some of the same people. I would like to have the Attorney General call you and your people, and I'd like to get to the bottom of it. That's where they say, do me a favor. Um, did it mention the Bidens? No, it didn't. I'm still reading it. He goes, okay, right here. The other thing, there's a lot of talk about Biden's son, that Biden stopped the prosecution, and a lot of people want to find out about that. So whatever you can do with the Attorney General would be great. Biden went around bragging that he stopped the prosecution so you could look into it. It sounds horrible to me. Now, does that sound impeachable? No. It sounds like he wants to find out if there was a crime committed. Since we won the absolute majority in the parliament, the next prosecutor general will be 100% my person, my candidate, will be approved by the parliament, and we'll start a new, that's President Zelensky saying that, and we'll start a new investigation in the case. So, hopefully that answers your question. Right. I do too, Grizz. We see they're pissed off because President Trump wants to uncover the crime that the Bidens did, and the Bidens are running for president, or Joe is running for president. Okay? He's running for president. So if he becomes president, is his crimes going to be expunged? The guy went on air saying, I told him they're not going to get that $1 billion if you don't fire that prosecutor. Right on air. Isn't that a quid pro quo? It is. But it was different because it was the Democrats. And they liked Joey. And this is my feeling right here. I can almost guarantee it. Joe, say it ain't so, Joe. Say it ain't so, groping Joe. Don't grope me no more, Joe. If he becomes president, I can guarantee you that little sneezily little bastard that he's got for a son will be in that White House somewhere, someplace, somehow. Probably as the vice president. Right. But that's putting the horse before the cart. And they've all put the horse before the cart. They've all shut the barn door after all the animals has escaped. Go after the truth first. Spend 2 years and find out if he did. Just like they did on Trump. Spend 2 years. See if he did do any corruption. See why some guy that couldn't even wipe his own ass and his own nose at the same time. How did he get an $85,000 a month job in working for an oil company or, whatever it is? And he has no idea about the business. And not to mention, the reason why they're all pissed off is because Pelosi's son-in-law or one of her sons or one of her relatives is on the same board. So is Chuck Schumer's. So is Feinstein. They all got a relative on that same damn board. That's why they're all mad. I gotta go unlock the door. I'll be right back. Mr. Mock, good morning. You're looking lovely as ever. Aircrafts and Trains, how are you doing? Good to see you. Mama Linda, good morning. You're looking lovely as ever. I don't hate you because you're not a Republican. That's not the Republican way. They don't hate you because you're not a Republican. It's the Democrats hate Republicans because they're not Democrats. So you never see a Republican, I don't like you because you're a Democrat. Hi, you're Mr. Mock. Good morning, Mr. Mock. You're looking lovely as ever. I got a powder real quick. Well, McConnell's playing the same game that Adam Schiff was. They don't like it when the tides are turned. Adam Schiff wouldn't let the Republicans call any witnesses. He said he did, but he didn't. And every Republican there would tell you he wouldn't let them call witnesses. But he'll get up there and say he did, and they'll sit there and tell you he's a liar because he wouldn't. That's because you don't have any friends to talk politics with, Mama. But it's okay. By the way, you're looking lovely as ever. Is it becoming a better for you this holiday season? I realized the other day you were having some problems, you said, and it was bad. Is it getting better for you? You were supposed to message me on Facebook, but you never did. It's Friday. That's right, you sexy mother butters. That's right there. Living history. Good morning. Yeah, they expect you. They respect your opinion as long as it's their opinion. Yeah. Um. Yeah, I tell you how one-sided this county is. Okay, the majority voted for Trump. Okay, the majority of this county voted for Trump. But when they want to have a rally, you got to go down and file a petition for a rally and stuff. They have yet to allow one Trump demonstration in this county at the county courthouse. They've all been anti-Trump. The Trump ones don't get permitted. They don't get a permit. They don't get the, I guess the permit. You got to pay $10 or whatever. They don't get the permit. It is a dog and pony show. And like I said before, we had to go in there with 435 ropes and start hanging each and every one of them. No mercy. Yeah. All right there, Mr. Mock. Good morning, Big Steven. Looking lovely as ever. No. Robert Sprinkle, looking lovely as ever. And I just don't pass that compliment around to anybody, or to everybody, excuse me. I understand that, but when you want to do it on the courthouse steps, you got to have a permit. So, scroll up. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry there, Mama Linda. I didn't. I see it now. Well, my prayers are with you. Anyways, let's talk about something different. What would you guys like to talk about? Other than my stunning good looks. I get tired of talking about myself. We all know how it is. Can't be this good looking at this age for very long. I got that good Santa Claus beard going on, don't I? I should take some Clorox to it and get it all nice and white. How is Seamus doing? You want a nice gift bag on Picker Rick's last night? That's pretty good. Well, there's always a chance of a miracle, Mama Linda. Okay. Keep the faith. Keep the faith. Um, you know, I've seen people pull out of near death and come right back and run marathons 6 months after they get out of the hospital. So, oh, well, I've been sick a long time. Well, coming from a person that's been sick a long time, I understand that. Um, you know, if it wouldn't have been for Cappy, I'd probably been dead a couple years ago, at least 3 years ago. That's in Miracle You Need. Okay, what is wrong with her? Why is she in the hospital? Get off his porch. That's right. Yeah. Pray for the best. Prepare for the worst. Could you video that there, Grizz? And put it on auto post, so when it's done, it'll automatically post. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. We'll come to the funeral. He goes, says, yeah, ain't this nice? Look how I get treated over a damn cup of coffee. It'll go viral. Yeah. Well, I know how you are. I know how you feel there. I hate you, Steve. Oh, I hate that rabbit. Um, you can be on good terms, Mama. All you gotta do is forgive her in your heart and pray for her. So, just because she hasn't forgiven you doesn't mean nothing. As long as you have forgiven her. No. George Dowie, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. So, it matters what's in here. That's all that matters. Do what your heart tells you to do. You know, if your heart tells you to go see her, then go see her. You know, if your heart tells you to forgive her, then forgive her. Let's see. Okay. You're heading to Trump Towers there, Tino? Well, congratulations. Time to go to work. I am Carlton, your doorman. You remember that? One day at a time. I think that's the name of it. I am Carlton, your doorman. Yes, Carlton. It might take the stupid out of her. You never can tell there, Mama Linda. Mama's home. Mama's home. All right there, Mama. We'll see you later. Bumper to bumper. You done. Just went off. Huh. I I uh, I believe Jesus did care about Mary there, John. Well, isn't that lovely, Chris? There you go. It's hell until the first cup is gone. So, anyways, nails are getting better. I stopped chewing them. Oh, I admit we're living in sinner's days. So, so that's good there, Grizz. Huh. Good morning, Pumpkin. How was your night? Yes, she did history. Breakfast burritos this morning, honey. Sausage and scrambled eggs with cheese and onion on them. Okay. I hope so because that's what I've already made. I just got to put them together for you. And you're right there, George. All right there, Grizz. I had to go down and pull a stick twice this morning because you got all these lights on, the yard lights on and stuff. And I was cooking. I had two burners going. So I can't wait till we get us a gas stove. That we won't have a problem no more. I know. I can bring that one in if you want. Um, I don't know. Was they baptized? I think the first baptism actually come with Jesus, didn't it? He was the first one to baptize. Because isn't it the baptism to go through the Son to get to the Father? I'm not, I believe in God. I'm not, I don't, I'm not a Bible thumper. I do believe in religion. I do believe in, the Bible. I do believe in Jesus and God. But I do not study the Bible. So. But I thought the way through to go to heaven is to go through Jesus to get to God. And you have to be baptized in order to, from what I understand, you have to be baptized in order to go to heaven to begin with. Yeah. But wasn't Jesus the first one to be baptized? I don't know. So I'm asking a question. Okay. And for a fact, do we know that Jesus and Mary, or Joseph and Mary, weren't? Okay. No. Jesus was in line to be baptized. Okay. Let's see. I was talking last night on our live stream that I'm bidding on an Emerald Lagasse 9-in-1 power air fryer. It looks like a toaster oven. I've got the bid so far. So hopefully I can buy it for a quarter of what they sell for up in the TV. I've seen it. I talked to a couple people that actually have them, and they like them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who knows? So I have no idea. Joe Rogan, why did he pass away? This one looks like a toaster oven. You can do pizza. You can do a 12-pound turkey in it. You can do a rotisserie chicken. You can do fries, steak, whatever in it. I think it'll be a lot better for me and her and get us into a lot more healthier cooking. And I would actually love to throw away my microwave and just use something like that. Face it, microwaves are not healthy for you. Okay. They are convenient, but they are not healthy. Oh. Well, Tino, with those big old meat hooks of yours, you got to be coming in on a fighter. Shave your head, and you can be Butterbean second. Okay, you're back. Hey, welcome back, Iron Dog. Oh, thank you. When did Joe Rogan die? Probably something cocaine induced with Girls Gone Wild. I bet it is pretty handy. I have one of them cyclonic cookers. You know, when they first come out, in fact, I've got actually two of them. One you can actually make soup in because it's a big bowl, and the other one is the one that the whole top comes off. So, oh, puff puff, huh? Well, according to Tino, let me see. That's easy enough to look up. Well, according to Google, there's nothing about him being dead. No. Yeah, I know he ain't dead. Well, I just, before I go around telling everybody Joe Rogan's dead, I like to make sure. And you never can tell with celebrities anymore. They did. That's a trend. I'm gonna kill myself to make myself popular. Go ahead and do it. I see Robin Williams and Joan Rivers are finally back together again. I have to get me a cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Isn't that funny how Joan Rivers died? Or odd, excuse me, not funny, odd. Goes in for a surgery that's, not life threatening or anything and never makes it out of it. Joan, do you ever think there's ever going to be a gay president? We got one now. What are you talking about? Obama's gay. Michelle's a trans. 2 weeks later, boom, dead her in a doornail. I guess her surgeon was, Hillary Clinton or something like that. I can't remember. While I'm up and doing this, let me go make her breakfast. I'll be right back. Only takes me a minute. Well, let's see. What all did I miss? Did he? Did he die? They're living? I like trappers. That's right. You ain't gonna believe this. Uh, I don't know there, John. About John did really baptize God. What's so funny there, sexy elf? Yeah, I kind of want to keep that thing clean before a shower, or after the shower, don't you, there, Mister Mott? Get a bidet. I don't know. Anyways, living history was Trapper. Did Trapper die? I didn't see if you said yes or not. I tried to see, but excuse me. I made her three breakfast burritos, actually breakfast tacos. I didn't roll them into a burrito. Everybody's fact checking something right now. I bet. I don't know. Do you know why Jehovah Witnesses do not turn on their porch light on Halloween? Because they don't like any, uh, they just don't like random people knocking on their doors either. Okay, I'll have to do that there, John. In fact, I will go to your channel right now. Do-do. The one you did 4 months ago? Are you talking about the one with the alien head on the cat? Is that the one, or is there more of them? Okay, I've got that one up. I haven't. I'll watch that after I get off. Let's see. Yeah, I'll have to. I watched a few seconds of it. I'll have to check it out. Chopped salads. Yeah, they're so easy to eat. You know what makes them even easier? You got the yard water junkyard? Well, congratulations. You're welcome, John. You know what makes eating them chopped salads even easier? Put them in a blender, then you can drink them. Yeah. Your lettuce, your tomato, your carrots, your beets, your olives, a couple mandarin oranges. Throw that all in there. Some chopped nuts or whatever you want to put on there. Some croutons. After you get it all done, start getting it nice and blended. Throw in your little zesty Italian season, dressing to give it just a little more liquid, and then put her in a jug or a glass with a straw and drink her on the way out to the door. Now, you're right. It'll make you poop like crazy. It'll run through you. It won't even have time to slam the back door. Yeah, crap your pants later. You're right there, Mr. Mock. Uh-huh. Well, maybe you had to clean your toilet once in a while. Just saying. I'm not judging. No. Well, maybe I am. I don't know. Dog take notice. I know, junkyard. I think I'm gonna start them chopped. Get my blender going. I'm gonna start making me some salads in a glass. You know what I need to do is start taking some cod's liver oil. There you go. I remember when I was a kid, I was eating some, my mom gave me a great big old spoonful of that cod's liver oil, and it was so bad, and a drop of it fell off and landed. I was outside on the porch and landed right on the floor of the porch. Cat comes walking over and starts licking it, and my mom says, "Oh, don't do that." That was the worst thing that cat ever did. He had 3 cats a digging, 3 cats a burying, and 3 cats a looking for new places to go in. That's how busy that cat was. Oh, Jerry Clowler did that one. That was pretty cool. They probably did go out of business. Oh. I am today going to go out to the garage. I'm going to grab some of my rubber gloves from the cart. I'm going to come in and lotion my hands up and then put my rubber gloves on for an hour or so. And hopefully that will get some moisture back into my skin. And then things are just looking absolutely terrible. And they hurt. And I do the dishes without gloves, and oh man, starting to burn. Especially I put bleach in the water, and that really um, doesn't feel good. I can tell you that. Not enough demand. I know, but years ago there was their junkyard. Back when we was kids, cod liver oil was in everybody's medicine cabinet. It was some nasty ass stuff. You could find cod's liver oil, mercurochrome, iodine, peroxide, alcohol. That was in everybody's cabinet. You go into everybody's medicine cabinet, you see triple antibiotic spray or triple antibiotic cream. No, they don't have, you don't see people, they don't carry, you don't see peroxide hardly anybody's, I don't know very many people that have peroxide in their medicine cabinet or, in their bathroom or whatever. We have it. We have it. We have alcohol. I don't have iodine no more. I think I do in my to go first aid kit. My SHTF first aid kit. I think I got iodine in that one. I haven't seen mercurochrome in years. I don't even know if you can buy that anymore. You got to eat soapy cod liver? Yeah. And you can use peroxide for a lot of things. You got a toothache, an infected tooth, take some peroxide, put it in your mouth, push it around, don't swallow it, spit it out, rinse your mouth out good, and do it again. A lot of people do that, or used to do that. Not so much anymore, but that helps get infection away from if you got a tooth that's infected or whatever. Mr. Bass, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. And I just don't tell everyone that. I can tell you that. No. Um, you know what, Grizz? I probably wouldn't have said that if I was you. Big C's probably right now lathering up with some soap. Yeah, wow, turkey works. Yeah, there you go. You're dizzy, you just woke up? Sorry to hear that. It does work 100%. You know what even works better than that wild turkey there, Junkyard? A couple shots of that 190 proof Everclear. That really works good. Linda, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. And I just don't tell everybody that either. Anybody seen Ron Neitzel? I haven't seen him in a few days. Kind of think the guy's upset with me or something. I refuse to tell him he's looking lovely as ever. Well, throw some Vaseline on her there, Bass. Good morning, JD. No, I don't tell everybody that. I tell everybody that but Ron. I'd say, hey, Ron, I'd tell you you look lovely as ever, but you don't. Hmm. He's on Nana's cooking crab corner. Huh? That's good. He's putting himself out there. Did I do something to my hair? Yeah, I did. Did you do something different to your hair, dear? That's right. Oh, I'm thinking, hey, Cap, can you bleach out my beard for me so it's all snow white? Huh. That way I can be Santa Claus. Good afternoon, Johnny Five. It's morning to us, but good afternoon to you. Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. um, Noodles, have you watched the show? Chopped? You've been chopped. It is 7:45 here in the AM. Yeah, you attempt to lick it off. You're right. I notice it's getting whiter and whiter. So I just need to get this right here done. Your beard's very white and you're only 43? Hell, I got blue jeans older than that, Johnny. I got wool socks older than that. I keep it goatee. Now, if I could get my hair to turn white. Your beard's man. Yeah. And Chris's got dingleberries older than that. Uh, 230, that's pretty cool there. And proud of it. That's right. He is. He's proud of it. It is good there, Johnny. Did you do that? I know you were on a diet. Was you like keto diet or something like that? No. How about 17-year-old pants? That's pretty good. The only thing is, I don't know if I could give up pasta and bread and cheese and stuff and dairy. I know you can eat all the steak and stuff you want. You know, I do like a slice of bread and mashed potatoes every once in a while. Dairy's fine? Okay. The mashed potatoes and noodles and pasta and stuff like that. I can't remember what it is that you can't have, but it's something I like. No breads, pasta, rice, fried food, chocolate, sweets, beer. Well, I might, if we get that air fryer, I might go on this keto diet. Because then I can air fry everything. Grizz. Yeah. I posted this yesterday, and I got a response to it a few minutes ago. And I did it because somebody posted it, and I thought it was funny, so I copied and done it. Um, it says, my wife doesn't know, but every time we have sex, I put $1 in an envelope, and that's what I'm spending on her for Christmas. So far, she's getting a cup of coffee. She wrote, "That's fine with me. I guess I'm not getting nothing but coffee." Oh, God, I love that woman. I know I have no clue which wine to write. I drink a lot of water myself there, Johnny. I probably drink 6 to 10 bottles of water a day. The only thing is no bread or potatoes or seafood, or pasta. I don't eat that much pasta anymore. Just maybe elbow macaroni because that's one that really doesn't bother me. Some of the other pastas really do screw me up. So now I was told by a dietitian a person should actually eat like 6 times a day, not large meals, but small meals every 6 times a day. Because what happens is you lose weight by metabolizing your food. And if you eat small meals 6 times a day, your body's always metabolizing. You've always been a fan of those seafood diets. So, yeah. So, like for breakfast, have a couple of eggs and, bacon and toast or something like that. And then like 3 hours later or something, have you eat an apple. And like 3 hours after that, you have your lunch. And then 3 hours after that, you eat, an orange. And then, 3 hours after that, you have your dinner. And then 3 hours after that, you have a snack. And then you don't eat until in the morning again. But what you eat's got to be healthy while you're metabolizing, and that'll help you lose the weight. You're eating seafood right now? Well, for Christmas Eve, me and the missus, we're going to have steak and shrimp for dinner. Um, Probably green beans and mashed potatoes or something like that with it. So, or maybe steak and shrimp with I don't know, maybe green beans and acorn squash or something like that. I got like five or six acorn squashes down in the pantry. I have a fan. I have a small little 6-inch fan that's hooked on to the rafters above it, and it blows air on them, so it's keeping air moving around them. I was just down there, and I rotated them around. They all feel great. There's nothing wrong. I've been down here over a month. I'm pretty sure if I kept moving them and rotating them and everything, keeping them in that cool, dark room down there, they could probably be good until May or June. So, um, when I was a kid, my mom and dad, we'd go out and get a pickup load of squash, Hubbard's, butternut, spaghetti, acorn, all that. My dad had a special room in the garage built. It was heavily insulated, Um, it probably had 10 inches of insulation in it, and it was covered with thermoply on the outside and the inside, and had a the ceiling was insulated, the whole 9 yards. And you opened up the door. The door was probably 6.5, 7 inches thick. It had the door was built. It was a regular door. Then it had a wood frame built on the outside or inside of it, and it was insulated to keep, as much coolness in the room and to keep the heat out. It wasn't heated or anything, and the garage wasn't heated. Only when you only started the wood burner. But even when it was like 30 below zero or 20 below zero, it would never get like 35 or 40 degrees down there would be the coldest. It was always decent in that room. It was never freezing, and it was never hot. It was always decent in there. They did have a light that we would, if it was going to get really cold, just like the old pump houses, there was a light in there, and it had, like to say for a better term, it was like a box made around it, made out of wood, and it was probably, I don't know, 10, 12 inches away from the light bulb. It had just some little holes drilled in it so you could see the light, but it was there basically because it would heat the wood, and it would, act like a thermal mass heater in there, and it would keep the temperature relatively safe in there. But we would get squash by the pickup load and put in there, and my mom would can corn by the pickup load, and tomatoes by the pickup load, green beans by the pickup load. And because 7 kids or 8 kids. Plus them, there was 10 of us. But you could walk in there in the middle of winter or January or whatever and go grab a couple of squashes and bring them in for dinner, So. You can't gain weight. Well, I started eating chocolate there, JD. Yeah, you got that Pickerick disease. Yeah, it had a good temperature down there. We got a pantry down here. It ranges during the winter about 38 degrees, and it never gets over 70, 73 degrees during the summer in there. It's always, it's relatively cool all year round there. And we always, there's no light on down in there. We don't leave a light on. When you open the door, you have to turn the light on. But it's relatively cool down there. I got the squash down there. I did some pantry videos. I'm gonna have to do another one here shortly. So. Stray. Good morning, Stray. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. I see that. Oh. So, you see it, you eat it. That's right. I gotta get one of them jar openers, to take lids off in jars. I got about, I don't know, 40 or 50 jars of stuff downstairs I want to take the lids off, dump them out. They've been down there 6 or 7 years. Haven't eaten it, so it was all stuff I canned. I get rid of it, get the jars all cleaned up, so when I go to can some more the next time, um, do some stuff. Some of it is like dilled green tomatoes. I made a bunch of them because people liked them, and then all of a sudden they didn't want no more of them. Well, I got like 20 jars of those down there, and ain't nobody had any in like 4 years, so they're starting to look pretty degraded. So I want to get those out of there. Um, I got some pickled beets that aren't looking all that appetizing anymore, so get those out of there, dump them. I don't want to. I want to dump them in my compost pile and let them sit out there for a couple of years. I don't want to dump them in my garden because of the acid in the pickled beets or the acid in the dill tomatoes. So Mr. Cool is in the house. How you doing, Mr. Cool? Nice to see you. I haven't watched wrestling in a couple of weeks. I watched a few minutes of it the other day, and I don't know. Sometimes it just looks like it's getting so ridiculous you can't keep up with it. I bet it is cold in Kentucky. Guys ever heard that joke? Can't stop till I get to Kentucky? No? Want to hear it? Two old boys up there in northern Michigan. Okay. Two old boys up there in northern Michigan. They hop in the car, pickup truck, and they're driving because they're going to go to Kentucky. They get coming down south, and they're driving away, and they're driving away, and they're driving away. And one old boy, the passenger, says to the driver, "Man, I gotta go take a dump." He says, "No, we're not stopping till we get to Kentucky." They go through the bottom part of Michigan. They're in the top part of Ohio, and they just keep on cruising down south. And the old man sits there in the passenger seat and says, "Man, I gotta take a crap." He said, "Oh no, we're not stopping till we get to Kentucky." And just about ready to cross into the Kentucky line, and the old man said, "I gotta go." He said, "The only thing I can tell you is pull it down, stick it out the window, and let her rip." The old boy, he gets down, puts his knees on the seat, pops that old bugger out the back, out the window, and lets her rip. About that time, there's two old guys in the front porch sitting there right at the Kentucky line. One old boy says, "Hey, did you see that wad of tobacco?" And the other boy says, "Yeah, did you see them lips?" Pa-da-boom. Well, Ag Wild, good morning. How are you doing? Nice to see you. You're looking lovely as ever, and I just don't tell everybody that either. Um, Tomorrow, about 7:30, probably about 7:30, quarter to 8, we'll have a live stream. Oh. Yeah, I'd rather watch real wrestling at the Trump rallies. That's right. You're gonna think about coming out of retirement and wrestling again. There you go. Be like Jerry the King Lawler or the Hardy Boys. You know who I like to see come out of retirement and wrestle? Randy Macho Man Savage, Ravishing Rick Rude, Junkyard Dog, and Eddie Guerrero. I'd like to see them all come out of retirement and start wrestling. Yeah. I hear AEW had a bigger showing than WWE did the other day. Well, you're going to wrestle in nursing home. That's funny. All the ones I've mentioned are deceased right now. Randy Macho Man, Ravishing Rick Rude, Junkyard, and Eddie Guerrero. Now, Chris Benoit, Toothless Aggression. Yeah. Now, that guy, you could tell he had a mean streak in him a mile wide. That guy was just plain ruthless and mean. And then he goes ahead and he kills his wife and his kid and himself. What a shame. You know, he should have just offed himself and left everybody else alone. And then it was WWF back then. They tried to cover it all up, you know, by hiding the fact that he did kill himself and he killed his wife and his kids, and you know, but the news wasn't going to let him hide it. So the cross-face crippler. Yeah, he was on the painkillers and stuff like that, but I don't know. I've never been in that situation, but I don't know how high and confused you have to be to kill your family members off in drugs. You know, if you're that deranged, there's a problem. Somebody should have noticed that a long time ago, because that just didn't happen overnight. Then the families were arguing over who died first, the daughter, his wife, or the kid, because it made a difference in the inheritance. So, R.G. Homestead, good morning. You're looking lovely as ever. No, it made a difference in the homestead or in the inheritance because the grandparents or whatever of the boy, they figured he was the last one to die. They killed, you know, because they figure that, you know, if Chris killed him first, that, you know, his wife would you know, take it standing, down or whatever, take it, laying down. So they think she was killed first, and then he killed the son, then hung himself. So, oh, I know he loved his son, but he was deranged so bad in the brains, the head. Somebody should have seen that. It just, like I said, it just didn't come overnight. It just, he just didn't sit there and snap. That was months and months and months in the making. Yeah, you're right. It's not like it was 20 years ago. Um, and it damn sure wasn't like what it was 30 and 40 and 50 years ago. Yeah. Well, there's no doubt that, Chris was his son, his son's hero. It just, he snapped. So, it is sad. What his wife's name, Sherry or something like that? I can't remember. You're right, JD. There should be, um, you know, mandatory physicals done every 3 months or whatever, mentally and physical checkups done. Oh, yeah, 20 years ago it was fake, but 50 years ago you actually got some blood and some blood and some black eyes and stuff like that. I mean, when you got hit with a chair, you practically you got hit by the chair. So yeah, but one sensational chair a sherry at one time or something like that. I believe her name was spelled Cherry or something like that. Yeah, whoever talks the most crap and has the prettiest robe, you're right there. So, yeah, Kevin Sullivan lives out in Washington. He is actually, I believe it's Washington. He's actually good friends with Mick Dundee. Grizz knows who Mick Dundee is. Mick Dundee used to have that TV show where they followed him around in the woods. Well, Kevin Sullivan owns a farm out there, and Mick would go see him every once in a while. Oh yeah, to excite the crowd. You're right. You're right there, RG. Yeah, her ring name was Woman, but before it was Woman, she was Sherry for somebody else. Because she used to actually, I thought she wrestled 4 or 5 years before that. Um, she wrestled with what was that one woman that um, I can't remember, but the one that used to have Cyndi Lauper was her manager or whatever. But I thought her name was Sensational Sherry or something like that. Sherry Martel. She died June 15, 2007. Yeah. She was married to drug overdose. Mm. Yeah, she was married to Chris Benoit. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Not fake, it's extremely inaccurate. You're right. Yeah, they used to call her Scary Sherry too when first come out. Because she had on a bunch of makeup, but made her look like a moron or whatever. Yeah. It says right here, um, she eventually married her second husband, which is Chris Benoit, and they did a pay per view Chris Benoit versus. Um, Let me see what it says. She's manager of Randy Savage, Ted DiBiase, Shawn Michaels, ECW, WCW, Harlem Heat Tag Team Manager, Total Nonstop Action Wrestling, and then Bobby Rhodes or Bobby Roode. Oh, that's who it is. Kept getting the snot kicked out by loggers. I'm a logger up from Coonsbury, Oregon. Quite possibly the toughest man in the world. What'll it be, pal? Ray Stevens. I run a church for loggers out of Coonsbury, Iowa, or Idaho. Oh, no, Coonsbury, Oregon. There you go. Excuse me, sorry. Quite possibly the toughest preacher around. Well, according to this, they're the same woman. Sherry Martel, Sensational Sherry, Sherry Russell, Sensational Sherry, Sherry Martel, Sherry's Sister Sherry, Queen Sherry, Scary Sherry, Sensational Sherry, Sherry Martel, Peggy Sue. That's she's all the same person. And she was married to, um, she was trained by Donna Cristiano and the Fabulous Moolah. She debuted in 1980 and retired in 2006. And she was married to Chris Benoit. So his real name is, let's see. There's some named Jared. Um, Her husband's name was Robert Schroll, which is Chris Benoit. According to Google, she's all the same person. But they claim she died as a drug overdose. Well, we can go back here and say it was she died June 15th, 2007. So maybe they're wrong, maybe I'm wrong. June 24th, 2007. Okay, now this one's saying his wife was Nancy, 43, and son is Daniel. Okay. So you may be right now. And I don't know which one of these Google ones is wrong or which one's right, but because I punched up Sensational Sherry, who she was married to, and it brought up Chris Benoit. So I'm so confused. So I don't know. Good morning, Robert. You're right there, Big Steve. It's just entertainment. That's why they call it. They don't call it sports now. They call it entertainment. So. Right. Well, I already did all that. Pico, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. Boy, it's been a long time since you've been here. So, um, you're looking lovely as ever. Anyways, I didn't type in woman, but it brought up who Chris was married to, and then it said Sherry, Sensational Sherry, on one Google site. Then on the other Google site, it said Nancy. So I believe you're right. It's Nancy. I don't know whether they misinformed or the WW stats or whatever on the other one, but Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what it says there. It says both of them are the same person. So, but they got sensational Sherry dying like 7 or 10 days before woman died, or Nancy died. So I don't know. Who can you believe? I don't trust Google no more. It's fake news. They're trying to, you know, um, point you in the wrong direction, evidently. Hell, I don't know. So, yeah, I don't understand why they call them reality shows either. Macho Man didn't kill him. It was Chris Benoit. So, I know you said you met Chris Benoit before. So, Macho Man Randy Savage was killed in a car accident. He had a heart attack and then had a car accident and died. So, yeah, scary looking, isn't she, Grizz? So, yeah. Oh. But see, like I said, don't believe everything you see on Google either, because that just shows you two different things right there. Um, all right, everybody. It is 8:29. I'm going to get out of here. Y'all have a great day. God bless. Take care. Prayers and peace. Y'all stay safe, stay warm, stay dry, stay cool if you have to, but stay yourselves. I will be on tomorrow, 7:30, 7:45, somewhere around there, 8 o'clock, whenever I get up and get around, get ready. Um, so, y'all have a great day and take care. And we will see you tomorrow if you're so inclined to come join me. But have a blessed day.